Hi, how are you
Hi.
doing
Good,
today?
thank you.
Good. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you.
Great. Okay, so my name is Jessica. I'm a case manager here at the Tucson Community Center. I'm in charge of connecting LGBTQ individuals to various counseling and/or health services here. Um, Before we begin, I would like you to sign this confidentiality contract. Thank you. This just means that whatever is said here will stay here. Um, the only information that will be given to other services within is just my referral. No personal information is shared unless you have intentions to hurt yourself or others. Is this okay with you?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Alrighty. So tell me what brings you here. From my understanding, you called our hotline and you were able to set up a meeting through that, right?
Yeah.
If you just want to tell me what brings you here and what you're looking to achieve, maybe we'll figure something out for you. Find some services that could fit you.
Yeah, great. Well, I'm going through like a bit of a rough patch with my girlfriend, my partner, and I've got some personal issues from work and stuff, and so I'm looking for someone to just talk to and talk it out face to face, I guess.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little more on your rough patch with your girlfriend?
Yeah. She just isn't a fan of me going out with a lot of my friends and stuff, and like the drinking and everything. So we've been fighting over that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And do you typically go out with coworkers or?
Yeah. Yeah. They're all coworkers usually. I work at a bar, and my coworkers and I will go out for drinks like before work or after work, and my girlfriend just doesn't really like when I come home smelling like booze all the time, I guess.
Okay, so she doesn't go out often with you. How
No.
often does she go out with you, if at all?
Maybe once every like month or so, maybe a couple times a month total. Like it's not very common. She doesn't really like to go out very much. So.
Oh, okay. How common has this been throughout your time? How long did you say you were together?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, we've been together for 4 years. This problem came up maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. We just, that's when I got the job, around about when I got started working all my late nights and stuff at the bar. And she would fight. We'd fight because I stay there really late. I have awful hours. We don't get to see each other as often as we'd like, and I'm usually drunk when I come home. So.
Well, I'm sorry you're going through the rough patch right now. Can you tell me more about your history in your relationship and maybe how compared to how it is today?
Yeah, we met in high school. We've been together since then. She was the first girl that I ever was with, the first woman I ever came out to, and we had like other friends and stuff then too that we would hang out with and talk to. But as time's gone on, it's really been more just us. We used to be a lot closer, and we used to spend a lot more time together, and really just pay a lot of attention to each other. And then I got this job, and now I am going there a lot. I'm spending all my hours there, and I think that's also a part of the reason why we aren't as close anymore, is because I'm always there and I'm around all of my work buddies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think you can talk to your girlfriend about things currently going on? 1 being not so much, 10 being a lot.
I would say right now, like as of right this day, we're probably at like a 5 or a 6.
When you first started dating, what was that kind of looking like?
Definitely like a 10. Definitely, she was the person that I confided in all the time, and she was the person that I really relied on. And so it's weird to not have that now, I guess, in our relationship.
How are your work friends? Are they people that you can open up to, do you think? Or
kind of. We only ever like drink together and like work together and stuff. We'll buy each other shots, and I talk to them about stuff with my girlfriend, like our issues, and they listen, but it's usually over a couple of drinks and stuff, and it's not the most genuine connection. I don't think I would hang out with them outside of work,
The
but
subjects quickly change.
yeah, very
I see.
quickly.
Um, can you tell me about any other strong relationships you have? How your relationship with your family is?
My family relationship is pretty bad. Well, I came out to my parents when I was like 17 in high school. They didn't like it, and so my parents don't really talk to me anymore. They pretty much disowned me. They kicked me out back then. So
I'm sorry to hear about that.
I still talk to my sister. My sister and I are still very close. She lives out of state for school, so we hardly ever see each other, but we talk all the time on the phone, which is nice because it's nice to have her to talk to about everything. And my grandma I also talk to, but she still kind of has her beliefs. We come from like a Mexican Catholic family, so it's very religious, very set in their ways, and they don't really they're not very open minded about that kind of stuff. And so while my grandma talks to me, it's not like she accepts my lifestyle.
Okay, so from my understanding so far, your girlfriend and you are going through kind of a hard time. You feel like it's hard to open up to her. Same with your friends. You said that you don't so much emotionally connect with them. It's just more of a social connect, which is okay to have. It's not bad to have that social connection. Your sister probably might be one of the strongest connections, but she's also not here.
Yeah.
And your grandmother too. She's just not comfortable with your lifestyle. I'm sure that's pretty hard to deal with day to day. You have these very strong connections, but it's kind of hard to get a full conversation about how you're feeling with them.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to leave stuff out. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
How would your relationship with your parents compare to your partner's relationship with her parents? Do you feel as though they have a good connection, or?
Yeah, when we both came out our senior year of high school, and my parents, while they weren't very accepting, their parents were very open. Her parents were very loving. When my parents kicked me out, they let me stay at their house and everything. So
you two have kind of a good connection with them.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, we see them all the time. They're really loving and they're really, really accepting. So that's good. It's nice to have a support group like that, like a support system like that.
So, like I said, it seems like you've just gone through tremendous loss. You've it's kind of hard to go through that whole just way of life without family, I'm sure. So I'm very sorry to hear about that. But it's great to hear that you still do have those who still look out for you, like your sister and your grandmother. You've definitely overcome many obstacles, but right now you still have a couple major ones to overcome. Two major hurdles right now for you, it seems like, is your desire to connect with someone fully and using also alcohol as a substitute and just helping keeping that human connection. So what do you think you're looking for in seeking out services?
I think I'm looking for something that can help me pinpoint what the issue is, I guess, with myself. I mean, I know what the issue is, but like it's finding someone that I can talk to about it, finding a community that I can like still be a part of and not feel ostracized from, because like my grandma doesn't talk to my partner and my sister's never met her and everything, and it's hard to have that part of my life, kind of like tucked away. And so I wanna be able to talk to somebody that I can be myself around, I guess.
Right.
That's really it.
You are a very sociable person. It seems like you like being with friends. You like going out and having fun, which is great. You're so comfortable with putting yourself out there. and it's just so hard for so many people to do. It's quite common in the LGBTQ community to feel loneliness just because of that kind of. It's hard for people to understand what you're going through.
Absolutely.
But even getting yourself to find services here, it just takes a lot of courage. So it's great that you're here today. And it's also great you value your relationships with others. Despite your rough patch with your girlfriend, despite being away from your sister and your grandma not being comfortable with part of your lifestyle, it just shows that you do deeply care about them. If they were to sit here in this room and hear you talk about stuff that's been going on, how do you think they would feel?
I know that my sister would probably feel bad for being away, although I don't blame her for that. She's at school, she's doing her thing, and so I don't blame her at all. I don't really know how my grandma would feel. I think because of our upbringing and a Mexican Catholic home and everything, she's so set in her ways and so profound in the way that she is that she wouldn't change anything. I think she would still be very loving and accepting of me, but not of my lifestyle. And I know that if my girlfriend were in this situation, I would, obviously, if the situation was switched around, I would just want to make sure that she was okay and that she was getting the help she needs. And we've been together for 4 years. It's hard to not care about someone so much after that much time. So,
so if you were to wake up tomorrow and all your problems would be solved, what kind of picture can you paint? What would that look like to you?
That's a good question. I think, first of all, my girlfriend and I wouldn't be fighting. We would get along and be comfortable telling her what's on my mind and vice versa. I don't think I'd be going out as often if everything were perfect or if I were feeling better about whatever's going on, just because, I don't know, I wouldn't be drinking as much, I guess, because I wouldn't feel the need to be going out and hanging out with all those people that we just drink together and stuff. I'd be fighting less, I'd be happier. Alcohol wouldn't be something that I'd feel like I need to use to get through the day.
So, like I said, you do have a good connection of people, a good group of people that may be a little lost in translation now and again, just because that's just how life goes, which is totally fine, but we're here to help you find services that will help you overcome those obstacles. And you're interested in primarily LGBTQ related services,
Absolutely.
which I think is great. It's a very supportive system. There's many people that we have here to reach out and help individuals within the LGBTQ community. I think you would just benefit a lot, just from what I've heard, I think you would benefit from group counseling. Have you heard of the Anchor Project, or do you know anything about group counseling?
I've heard of group counseling on TV and stuff, but I've never actually been, and I don't think I'm familiar with the Anchor group.
Okay. So for groups, there's open and closed groups. Closed groups have limited sessions, and then there's a beginning and an end, basically. But opening groups, it's pretty open to anyone who wants to join. You won't miss anything if you have missed X amount of groups. It's just for whoever wants to come in whenever. They like to make it as casual as possible, so there's activities you can do. There's some serious conversation days that you can partake in. The Anchor Project in particular, it's a project that aims to help LGBT individuals through various groups and volunteer projects. One group held is called BUI. It stands for Building Understanding of Yourself. I think it would just be a good one. It's an LGBTQ affirming support group offered every Thursday at noon. It focuses on developing and practicing safer strategies for coping with difficult life experiences. In this group, they talk about gaining coping skills, and you get to meet with various individuals of all ages and backgrounds. So it's kind of nice to hear insight from other people and establishing bonds that way. Would this be something you might be interested in?
Yeah, I would say so. I think Thursdays work for my work schedule, so that'd
Okay,
be good.
good.
That'd be a good place to start.
Let me just give you a pamphlet and more information.
Okay.
They'll give you a lot more details there. If you have any questions too, you can always call them. And I'll hand your contact information over to my supervisor. They'll look it over, and the Anchor Project will get in touch with you within the next couple days to give you information about meetings and or other groups besides the BUI group. So they'll get in touch with you within the next couple business days.
Okay.
If not, you could always just give us another call. We could set up another meeting here to maybe assess something else.
Okay, great.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do you have any
so
questions for me?
much. Not at the moment, but if I do, I will definitely give you a call.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.